I want you to tell yourself again the same story you tell me. What's wrong with your relationship? What does he do? What does she do? What do you do? What are the problems? What are your fears? And notice what's happening to your body. Yeah. Notice that you're feeling tense and tight in your stomach, in your chest, behind your shoulders, in your jaw. Just notice that tension and tightness. Those are all your parts being triggered. Now put your hand on your abdomen and breathe so that your abdomen goes out. Inhale, belly button out. Exhale, belly button back to your spine. Inhale, belly button out. Exhale, belly button back to your spine. Good. What I'd like you to do is just make a little more room for oxygen, because if we're stressed, but if we allow ourselves to belly breathe, it's a little yoga we're doing, we allow ourselves to fill up with air, to allow our parts to relax and to become more into self. So if you would, with your eyes opened or closed, I want you to imagine that your feet are growing roots to the center of the earth. And as those roots go deeper and wider, you're going to begin to feel very firmly rooted and planted and grounded, so that whatever swirls around you isn't going to take you off your foundation. And then you're allowing that nurturing energy to go up through your feet, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your groin, and into and around your chest, and into and around your heart, with all the feelings that are there. And then allow that nurturing energy to go up through your jaw, your forehead, to the crown of your head, all the way out the crown of your head, all the way to the sky. And then invite down from the sky, nature, universe, higher power, God, whatever out there for you. Invite down some energy that's very calm and very compassionate. And then breathe even bigger than your body and surround yourself with this calm, compassionate energy that I'm going to call the energy of yourself. Now focus that compassion inward. Start at the top of your head and scan your body to the soles of your feet, and just notice. Notice where you're feeling any tension or tightness. Notice your thoughts. Notice your feelings. And as you notice all these parts, let these parts notice you, being supported, inspired, and surrounded by this calm, compassionate energy of self. And now, if you would, for just a few moments, imagine yourself going through a doorway into a beautiful scene in nature. And you see before you a path that you safely walk to the base of a mountain. And what you're going to do for just a few moments is to separate from your parts and go up in self as high up the mountain as you'd like. Ask the parts that are carrying resentments and judgment and anger and blame if they'll separate for just a few moments. Ask the parts that are carrying your self-criticism and your worry and your anxiety and your fear. Ask the parts of you that have been hurt and sad and scared to separate, including the rejected and abandoned and lonely parts, for just a few moments, while you go up in self as high up the mountain as you want. And wherever you decide to stop on this mountain, just rest and look at the view from up here. You may be aware of another presence, you may not, either way is fine. And if you want, you can put your thumb and forefinger together to anchor this place as a place to come back to, because in just a few moments, you're going to go back down the mountain. But before you do, in your mind's eye, picture your partner at the top of their mountain without all of their parts attached. And as much as you can, send compassion in their direction. So in just a few seconds, you're going to go back down the mountain to collect your parts, even if there's a part of you that doesn't want to, because you're going to realize that once you take the time to give your parts the attention they need to unburden the pain from the past, they carry their own wisdom and light. So taking back your parts ever so gently, come back down the mountain, back down the path, back to the doorway, and back to this room. How was that? You see what I mean? It's easier when we're in self, when we're coming from a mindful, present, witnessing awareness, and we're not buffeted about by every thought we tend to think. That's the first part. And now we're going to switch gears, and I'm going to give you the 5 questions to ask, which will make more sense now that we've done the meditation.